All right, family. We black again. We black again. Ain't nothing but the smoke. Ain't nothing but the fire. That's right. Let me get it on in here, family. That's right. Let me get it on in here. About to put in some very serious work. Very, very serious work. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, family. This Santanelia, Yule, Christmas, December 25th, what every black family needs to know about Christmas coming. This is about the 5th or 6th year in a row. I always rock you, clean up out your occult misery, and wake you up to the truth, and I've been having such a beautiful success. People's invite me in every Saturnalia, December 25th, and I rock them clean up out the Christmas misery, and it's a beautiful experience. I want you to be with me the 25th. The link is right down in the video description. Is also in the chat. You can click that link and put it on deck. Remember, and I'm quite sure you would, because that's a hell of an experience to have me in there for 2 hours or maybe a little more. I don't want to hold you your whole day. I just want to be powerful in my time, and I guarantee you that I will. And I guarantee you, anybody that viewed that presentation on that day gonna be touched by the ancestors and a thorough awakening to truth. Click that link and begin to think. That's right, ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sara, Suten, Seti DVD lectures. That's right. DVD lectures, the classic and Jurassic, t-shirts and hoodies for the kings and the queens. That's right. African and Kemetic jewelry, medallions, finger rings, earrings, all type of necklaces. The continent, red, black, and green, hey, Rue. You feel me? And we got cuffs for the men. You want the masculine cuffs for your wrists, so you're looking like a true warrior king. Got you. So get on over there, KingSeti.com, and I guarantee you I'm going to get you together. Holistic tonic and remedies, organic immunity booster with the, what's in that one? What's in that one? Sea moss in that one, that's right. The sea moss. And then we got the holy oil, the black seed oil, living better, get you together. The black seed is legendary from down through ancient times on healing the body. Home decor, accessory for the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, every room in the house, we got you, KingSeti.com. Class is now in session, GeneralSeti.com. Seti University, over 900 video presentations, 2 raw for YouTube. Seti with the master teachers, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Dr. Walter Williams, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, Freemasonry Exposed, Ancient Egypt, Nubia, from Naga to Nigger, the Hindu Kush, the Olmecs, Voyages of the Nile, all occult science debates, all world religion, video and radio interviews, highlights from over 50 cities, ancient civilization and mythology, black power, politics, and economics. The complete General Sara Suten Seti website. Get your ass in class. Get your ass in class. That's right, GeneralSeti.com. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise, we never come. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle for YouTube. Just drop the Synagogue of Saturn, the Sabbat of Satan, and I also then uploaded close to about 20 new video presentations. I did a promo for the origins of the Kemetic devil. You need to get on there, family. I got a treasure chest waiting on you soon as you show up. All you got to do is start reaching down there, getting them gems and jewels up out of there. That's right. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, King Seti, Sara Suten Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. That's right. Tell me how you feel. just be respectful, because I will ban your ass. I'll get you up out of here, but I don't want to do it. Don't make me. All right, family. Another powerful presentation going on today. Temples to the devil found all over Israel. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, family. You say, what you say, Seti? You say the devil, with the B on the end. The devil? You got to be kidding me. That's right. Nothing but the devil. That's right. The horn devil. That's right. Pan. That's right. They've actually, found, and it's more than one sanctuary. And the reason why, I wanted to bring this up, because family had a very serious question, because, one of the family asked, because I was dealing with the hexagon. I was dealing with the hexagon yesterday on the north pole of Saturn. And I showed how, within the hexagon, you get the cube. And within the hexagram, which is the 6-pointed star, inside of that 6-pointed star is the hexagon. And then you draw the cube right inside of the 6-pointed star, which is the star of so-called David, the Masonic star. And family asked the question, well, how could they see that over 3,000 years ago? And that was a very good question. You see, but, what I had to show was that, this, you got different stages of development in religion. They're just like when you go in ancient Egypt, you got over 3,000 years, so you see that there's rites and ceremonies that develop over a long period of time. All the ceremonies and all the rites don't exist or coexist at the same time. They develop, you see? And so when we talk about the development of the star in that manner from the hexagon, that was some of the more recent developments on a long worship of the god Saturn. They've been worshiping Saturn as the primordial god of the Roman Republic all over the world since the time of Rome. And so, a lot of it was carried over from Greece, but even when you look at Chronos, you see, when you look at Chronos, you see there are some variations. You see, and, there are some variations even between Chronos and Saturn. Chronos is where you get, the time chronology, also even the mutilation of his father, the eating, the devouring of his children. So that's Chronos. But you see, when it get into Rome, you don't necessarily see that aspect in Saturn, even though he's evil. He's very evil. You see, he's very evil. And so, you see even the development, and then it keeps on developing. Now, even when you go into, and I show where you go into St. Peter's, and you see right there where they show you, and it's supposed to be St. Peter, and he got the ring on his head. You go around the corner, you see Moses, he got the horns. That's Saturn and Pan. And so it's a development. But so I had to show key facts to show you that we're not just stating this, just on hearsay. So when we go to Caesarea Philippi, Caesarea Philippi, which is in Israel, and I believe this temple stood. Let me see, when did this temple stand? And it was more than one. It was more than one to Pan. Let me see. And in actuality, they got references of it in the Bible. They said the site has been identified in scripture with the names Baal God, Joshua 11:17, 12:7, 13:5, Baal, Herman, Judges 3:3, Caesarea Philippi, Matthew 16:13. So they knew it. And Arabic is Bani, Banias. Okay, Banias. Okay, that's the Arabic name, Banias, Banias, Banias. And they got a river there today named after Pan. But see, you got to know the name, Banias, and that's what the Arabs call it. And so let's get off into this. Let's get off into this. So this area was constructed right around 20 BC. Okay, so the Romans started building on this area around 20 BC. Okay, they right around 20 BC. So it was there even before the birth of, and we know that Jesus ain't lived, but for those that want to believe it, even if you do believe that he was born around 0 AD, okay, this temple was constructed 20 years before his birth. You understand? Caesar Augustus. Okay, it was built under Caesar Augustus. Okay, let's get off into this temple. Let's get off into this temple. And you can see right here, this is the sign in Israel. Now, you know, in the ancient world, you know, when the complex was standing, you know, right here, the Romans took the worship of Pan to every land that they conquered, even Palestine. So if you look to the far left, that was the temple to Caesar. Now, right here, you know, right there to the right was the shrine to Pan. Okay, right here where you see to the right, let me see, do I got it up there? Let me see, let me make sure I'm in the house. Make sure I'm in the heart. Okay, how we look? Okay, we look at it. Just want to make sure we look at it. Okay. So you see the temple right there, and I got some more up close. You see, and so you see the temple right there to Caesar, and then you know right next to the right you have the shrine to Pan. Okay, you got the shrine to Pan. Then right here in the middle, right there, was the temple to Zeus. So you had the worship of Zeus. You know, wherever the Romans went, they took them Roman gods. And so, you know, and so that was the foundation even of Saturn. You see, you know, even and so and they see right there, that just lets you know I slipped up right there. Because right there it says Caesar, that's wrong. And so that wasn't no temple to Zeus. I had to correct whoever put this together. That was Jupiter. You know, ain't no damn Zeus in Rome. That was Jupiter. You see? And so you see right there, there's the temple to Jupiter, and then you got a couple of side temples. You see, you got, you know, the dance floor, the sacred goats. So you over there, you will see that you got 3 goats and they over there dancing. So that's where you get the dancing devil. Matter of fact, that temple over there is to the goats over there too. So 3 of them structures in Caesarea Philippi was to Pan. Okay, to Pan. And so wherever you see Pan, you're going to see Saturn, period. You know, when you see Jupiter, Saturn was the father of Jupiter. Okay? He was the father of Jupiter. And so when you see here, and this is, they got, you know, this is not actually the cave. This is right here is right there is where they had some statues. And so that's more of an archway. That's not the cave. This the cave. You know, that they call the cave of Pan. What that cave is at? Here it is right here. Wait a minute, no, that ain't it. It's wide. Is that it? No, that ain't it. Hold on. get y'all some. Let me get a better picture. Let me get y'all a better picture. It's still there, and people can go down in it. And they had their sacrifice. They had their sacrifices down there, and they would, it's a stream in that cave. You know what I'm saying? It's a stream in that cave. There you go. Let me see. They keep showing that. They keep showing that. But that's not it. I don't know why they keep, maybe. Is that it right there? That's it right here. Yeah, here it is right here. Here it is right here. Let me throw it in. You can see the people going down in it, and they lead down. So you see right there, that's where the nook was, where they would meet for Pan. And this, with this big gaping hole would have been, this would have been the shrine to Caesar. It would have been in front of that gaping hole right there. You see? And so let me see if I can get some insight to show y'all. They say this is the gates to hell. That's what the people call it. Matter of fact, I had this in here, but this will tighten us up even better. Matter of fact, you can see the water in it from the top on that one. Let me put it in. Yeah, so when you look at it from the top, you can see the hole, and you can see, and so they was throwing motherfuckers in there. You know what I'm saying? They had a little ritual and throw, from the temple, be in the temple, and bust a motherfucker head and then throw him on down in there. You see what I'm saying? And they would go in the, and then it was a stream in there that would lead, you know what I'm saying, that would lead on the out. Now they say if the body went on down in there now, if the body went on down in and it didn't come out, then it was, they said that the gods accepted it. They say the gods accepted it. But if the body come, if the body come out, and I'm gonna show you the stream on the back end. I'm gonna show you the stream on the back end. And then, family, I'll take a couple questions. Hold on. Okay, here we go. We did it. Okay. Now on the back end, you see that's where the stream is. Now if the body come up out of there, you know what I'm saying? It was considered that the gods did not accept the sacrifice. You see, so this is some real crazy shit. So you got to understand that the worship of Pan, Jupiter, and Saturn is more ancient in Israel than even Christianity. You see, so they were all, so this would have been right here. This would have been what they call the shrine to Pan. And so you would have had the goat in there. You can see right there they got goats and all those little nooks and shit above. You know what I'm saying? They would have had statues of Pan and the altar right there. Now I got the altar. I'm gonna show you the altar. I seen it. Where is that altar at? Man, where did I put that altar? Oh man, where did I put that altar? You know what? They found the altar that's right there. They had the inscriptions in it. Wait a minute. I'm gonna find it for you. I probably got it in another lecture, but I'm gonna get it out there to let y'all know that they right there practicing Pan worship, which is nothing but an attribute of Saturn. Okay, altar. Pan. And Okay. It was, I had some night. Here it is, right here. It come right on up without hesitation. They still got the altar. They still got the altar. So that's the altar right there. You see what I'm saying? That's the altar right there. Now, when you put it right next to the photo that I had, where is that? Is that it right there? Yep. You can even see, in the drawing, they still got the altar right there in Israel. Let me put it right next to the altar. Boom. Let me put it right there. So wait a minute, put it in the back. So if you see right there, you can see the altar that they own. This is the altar right here. Got his name carved in it. Got Pan's name. Matter of fact, I believe it got an image of Pan on it. I don't know exactly where it's at. I don't know exactly where it's at. Let me see. I don't know exactly where it's at. And damn, they still got matter of fact, they still got statues to him over there. This is a statue of Pan. So they got statues of this god Pan all in where it's in northern Israel. Okay, it's in northern Israel. And then they got one here showing Pan. You see? So, when we say that and so it's just like all people that come to America today. They could be from but they practice and and live in a society. They live just like American. You see what I'm saying? They worship like whatever the dominant religion of America is and shit, or they bring their own particular religion, but they still live like Americans. So you got to understand that there were so-called quote unquote Palestinians. You can call them Jews, you can call them whatever, but they just like niggas, they worship with the master. And so you had Jews and so on that was worshiping the Roman because they were Romans. I mean, when you're talking about Jewish or whatever, and Walter Williams said it didn't even exist at that time. They were practicing a Roman faith. Okay, and at that time, Saturn's day, was the holy day. And so it carried over from, their affiliation with Rome, in the ancient times, even up to today. Christians are Romans, Jews are Romans, Arabs are Romans. You see? Now, let me just show y'all something because we working in real time, family. I appreciate, your donation, family. Thank you very much. You see, we working in real time. Now watch this. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Alexander with the horn. See? Okay, let me show you Alexander with the horn. Let me bring it up. Boom. Okay. Now, it's clearly, it's stated in the Quran that Alexander was a prophet. They call him the Horn One. Wait a minute, let me get his name out of here. I want y'all to look it up. Right there, pop right on up before I can even. Alexander in the Quran. In the Quran story of Dul Karnan, God gave him unto everything a role. And more literally, we gave him the means of everything. He travels as far as the ends of the earth to the place of the earth where the sun set, and the place on the earth where the sun rises, the east. And so, this is what they call him. And they say in the Quran that he is a prophet. Let me get the let me see. Let me get some. get some more direct than that. Here you go. Let me see what it says. That's right. He of the two horns. Do al karna. Do al karna. He of the two horns. You see? Appears in the Quran, Surah Al-Kahf, 18, ayat 83 to 101, as one who travels to east and west and sets up a barrier between a certain people and Gog and Magog. Elsewhere in the Quran tells how the end of the world will be signaled by a release of Gog and Magog. Okay. Other apocalyptic writings predict that their destruction by God in a single night will usher in the day of resurrection. Now, let me see what it says about him being a prophet. I'm going to find that. But anyway, it's known. All you had to do is look it up. Now, the crazy thing about it, in the Hadith, it says that the Greeks and Romans are children of Abraham. People got to look this shit up. They got to look this shit up. So they look at this motherfucker, he's paying. You see, he's paying. He got the goddamn, even though they try to take the ram's horn, that's their, that's their version of pain. You see? That's their version of pain. And so, so they were fully affiliated with that worship all through the Hellenistic world. And you in the Hellenistic world, if you, any of you, wherever you at, if you go to your Capitol building and they got that goddamn dome, you got that dome and it look like, the Capitol building of Rome. I don't care if you're in DC, I don't care if you're state capital, you can go down in South America and all that shit look like Rome. You still in the Hellenistic world, period. That's what you in, okay? That's what you in. Majority of them, the state bird is the eagle. That come from Rome. All of that shit come from Rome. You see, so when I bring up the fact that, Saturn and, a lot of the aspects have, some are old, some are ancient. You see, some are old, some are ancient. But the fact is that these temples, the structures, a lot of it still exists. The statues, you see a lot of the statues, and they still got them propped up over there. You see what I'm saying? They're getting a lot of, tourism over there. And so I just wanted to bring that out, that, and people, it's a hell of a tourist attraction. And it's probably older than a lot of the shit that they say is over there. You know what I'm saying? Because, if the Romans didn't build it, then the damn Knights Templar built it. Ain't none of that could come from no Hebrew shit or none of that. They don't have none of, whatever they say in the Bible, ain't none of that over there. You see, most of that, what you see over there that's attributed to the Hebrews is some Disney World shit that they just made up because the Jews just got over there and they got over there in 1945. The Arab been there a little bit longer. He been there a little bit longer, but they just got, as you see them develop, just like when I say develop, they didn't have that Quran. They didn't have all that, they was still on that rock worship. And, they just got that shit about the Quran, out the Kaaba. You understand what I'm saying? Just recently. So they was still into the, and all of it is idolatry. I don't want to legitimize the Islam, because that's idolatry. Shit, when you want to talk about it, and and the pagan, all that shit pagan. So I don't want to say, oh, this is pagan You know, and the only reason why I say pagan is to relate it to Pan. You see, but you know, all the Muhammad and Jesus, and that's pagan, that's heathen. You understand when you compare it to the African, the original African. So I just wanted to show y'all that there are temples that were built to Pan, Saturn, Jupiter, that still is there today in Israel. And what they're doing to fool a lot of people is to say that it's a synagogue. And you see what I'm saying? Because even that candlestick that they want, they didn't took that symbol. That symbol ain't got nothing to do with them. That goddamn candlestick ain't got nothing. They adopt symbols and say, oh, that's it. Ain't nothing on that wall said nothing about no Israel connected to them damn candlestick. But because you, in your mind, you can't think of, you know, when you see this, the candlestick, you just seen it recently. You know, ain't no ancient connection with them in no damn candlestick. So they went over there and they seen some things and they've adopted it, and you've seen it maybe for 2-3 centuries, and so you assume that it was always with them. And when they show you on the wall, oh, there's a candlestick, you assume that that's them in that ancient world. No, they didn't play they didn't dupe you. You see? They didn't dupe you. Ain't no goddamn Judaism that go back there. They books is the Talmud and the Kabbalah. That shit just recent. That's not ancient. They don't even accept the damn Torah. They validate the Talmud and the Kabbalah over the Torah. The Talmud and the Kabbalah mean more than them than the Torah. I wonder why. And so these is recent books. You see? So when you understand that Judaism is basically founded on the Talmud and Kabbalah, you can't take it no further than that. You understand? Because really that's when it was created. You know? That's the fundamental foundation of what you're talking about Judaism. So don't let them play on you as they are ancient people. Don't let the air play on you. They didn't have no books. They didn't have no Quran. They just got that. And so you go and you fall into the, you know, and I had to show people how they write a book. When you write a book, you can write a book right now. One of the aspects of writing a book is the setting, the place and the setting. You can choose the past, you can choose the present, you can choose the future. You see? But when you open the book up and say, for instance, they choose the past. Maybe they choose 2000 BC. You can't fall in the book, nigga. You got to look at the publishing date. It might be that the setting and the place of the story may be 2000 BC. But when was this shit published? It was published in 2022. You see what I'm saying? You fall into the book and you nigga, you in Never Land. You can't even get up out the story. And so you got to understand that though the Quran may talk of, you know, they just they just produced that book. You see, they didn't have no books. What the hell Arabs mean with books? They didn't have no language. They didn't have no writing. They was out in the goddamn desert. You understand what I'm saying? Moving goddamn whatever little products they had through the desert. They did not have no damn books. Shit. Y'all niggas better wake up and quit falling into the story. Y'all nigga in the Dr. Seuss shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I just want, you know, I want to tell you. You know, they still is into what they was in from the very beginning. When Alexander cracked their head, because they was barbarians, that was their first fucking, you know, basically where they got an opportunity to come into civilized nations and see society and structures of society. And it took them still, they ain't got it together yet. You go over there and goddamn, and they ain't got it together yet. And ain't gonna get it together. You see, you go in there, you ain't got it together yet. They can hoard all the little wealth, but they failing. Their ass is shriveling. You understand what I'm saying? They shriveling with all that And you understand, they look just like Gollum on goddamn Lord of the Ring. Got the ring, got the little treasures, but they ass is shriveling, looking, you know what I'm saying? And it's sucking the life out of them. And they still, the ring, your ass is shriveling with the ring. You see what I'm saying? So we got to know that. And so, family, again, I'm just letting you know what you're dealing with and what has carried. And so when we move toward December 25th, we moving towards Saturnalia. And when we look at Saturnalia being in the house of Capricorn and the ruling planet of Capricorn, Pan, is Saturn. Okay? The crown, the sword, the throne. Saturn is the throne. You see what I'm saying? And so the Shabbat is on Saturday. It just got changed, and because they didn't want y'all to keep, they didn't want you to start putting 2 and 2 together and get 4, and so they moved it over. But yet and still, it does not change the fact that we know who you are. This is the General Sara, Suten, Seti. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for your donations, family. Appreciate you very much. I'll be black tomorrow to continue, to educate the people. Y'all be strong. Be on, when you go to sleep tonight, think of liberation. Think of freedom. Dream of freedom and liberation, and get your ass up and make it pop. This is the General Sara, Suten, Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Check me out. KingSeti.com, GeneralSeti.com, Patreon, General Seti. You can click that link to General Seti Ticket Leak. Be in the house December 25th. Bring the family. I'm going to wake them up. Black Power.